East Kicks Topics and Review. Uh, if you are watching another video, yes, I'm wearing the same thing, doing two videos in one day. Uh, I just did a topic video about life. You check that out. But now back to our regular scheduled program. Gotta talk about SummerSlam. My thoughts on SummerSlam. I'm just gonna run through it, get the main topics. Overall, the show was amazing. I wish I would have went to it. It was in Cleveland, Ohio at the new Brown Stadium. I fucked around, didn't have my funds right. I was at home watching it live with the rest of the million people around the world. But I do know people personally that did win. I know that was a great experience for them, but let's just get straight to it. 7 matches, all fantastic. Long booking, storytelling. These are just the questions that I have, or I question certain things, but I get it. Okay, first match, Liv Morgan versus Rhea Ripley. Awesome match. The best moment of that match was Rhea Ripley. She got thrown into a turnbuckle awkwardly, and it popped her fucking shoulder out of place. You can see it. It was like a little dent in her shoulder. You could see it, and she said it was out of place, whatever. So Rhea Ripley, being the badass that she is, she hit her shoulder against the damn announce table. Then she pulled it and put it back into place. Oh my God, man. I just know the pain that she was going through, and she still, entertained us for our entertainment. The match ended because Dom, like I always knew, was going to turn on Rhea. It's different directions now. Dom Mysterio turned on Rhea Ripley, throwing in a chair and then distracting the ref. Liv Morgan hit the Oblivion 1, 2, 3. Then at the end of the icing on the cake, he ended up kissing Liv Morgan. They've been building this up for a minute. The rivalry's getting intense. I'm pretty sure they'll probably have a Hell in a Cell match at Bad Blood. Good match. Next was Braun Breaker versus Sami Zayn. I know I may get a lot of hate for this, but honestly, I'm not the biggest fan of Sami Zayn. He's okay, but he's just an underdog. I mean, that's basically what he is. But his title reign, him being Gunther, I guess. But I don't know. I really like Braun Breaker. He lost to him at Money in the Bank to Sami Zayn with one haluva kick, which everybody thought it probably took more to beat him. But basically what they did was set up Braun Breaker's win against him on a bigger stage. And that was SummerSlam. And yeah, he made short work of Sami Zayn. Good match, good spots. They building Braun up very strong. Like I said, took Ricochet off TV with him going somewhere else, maybe. We don't know. I don't know if his contract up or not. So that's that. Good match. Next, we got LA Knight versus Logan Paul. Thank God. LA Knight won. It's long overdue. He should have won the championship last year. They let Logan Paul get away with 3 defenses, title defenses, and he had the title for 200 plus days. Yes, he's from Cleveland, in his hometown. LA Knight been getting screwed at match after match after match, damn near killing his momentum, but the crowd rolled with him because eventually they knew his time was coming. His moment came last night, and it was beautiful. Let's see how long he can hold on to the title and see what type of feuds. I'm very interested to see what Logan Paul is going to do after this. Is he still going to be around, or is he getting a rematch? Because he was barely there as a fucking champion anyway, which I thought he signed a new contract to make him a more be around fucking superstar, but I don't know. We'll have to see with that. Boom. Then probably the best rivalry of this year. Next match, CM Punk versus Drew McIntyre. This match had everything written on it. How can I put it? From talking about each other's family, dogs, all types of stuff. It all started at Royal Rumble this year. Uh, uh, Drew McIntyre injured CM Punk's triceps, going on a signature move, and they've been cooking ever since with taking jabs, beating each other up. Then you insert Seth Rollins, which really don't like CM Punk since he came back. He was a special guest referee. Honestly, it was really a brawl more than a wrestling match. They was really damn near beating the hell out of each other. Honestly, I wanted Drew McIntyre to win because the win does nothing for CM Punk, and that's exactly what WWE did. They let Drew McIntyre win, but it was setting up a bigger feud with Seth Rollins and Punk because the bracelet of AJ Lee and his dog Larry. That's something very, very personal that Drew McIntyre still ended up taking back, so that means that feud is going to continue. But the match is great. Basically, CM Punk cost himself the match because he let his emotions get the best of him with the bracelet that Drew and Seth Rollins eventually had on, and he got distracted. Claymore 1, 2, 3. Excellent match. Excellent match. Better storytelling. Future, because everybody been waiting on the Seth Rollins CM Punk. I'm trying to see exactly where they're gonna go with this feud. Once it starts after the Drew and Punk feud, how long they gonna extend it before they actually have that match? Because I feel like Seth and Punk gonna have a couple matches or a few matches just like Punk and CM Punk. I said Punk and CM Punk. Punk and Drew McIntyre. Boom. Now the next match, which I really didn't too much care for, and I kind of knew who was gonna win, was Bayley and Nia Jax. The match was okay. It could have been better, but they did have a few good spots in there that hyped up the crowd. Bayley slamming Nia Jax, which is she a 200 plus woman, I'm assuming. She power bombed her, got her up out of there. That woke the crowd up. Whatever. Then Tiffany Stratton, which that's the future women's champion, come out after Nia Jax this past Friday just gave her a new briefcase because it got destroyed. Everybody thought she was gonna cash in, but really what it looked like is she set up a distraction for Bayley, and then Nia Jax took care of Bayley, fucked her up at the end. I don't know if this is a plan by them two, Tiffany Stratton and Nia Jax, but it sure as hell looked like it. But Nia Jax can't be stupid and slow, and then not for 1 second she's going to find the opportunity to cash in on Nia Jax. After that, Damian Priest and Gunther. Oh man, where do I even start? I always liked the Damian Priest when he was in NXT. Phenomenal wrestler. He has become over with the fans the last couple months. I wasn't so sold on him being world champion, but I've been wrong about a lot of things, and Triple H been cooking and letting these people be believable world champions, and Damian Priest is one of them. But Gunther, obviously the longest reigning Intercontinental title for 666 days. You had to give him the world title to solidify himself as a legit wrestling legend. And this match was hard hitting, perfect. And then the shock of the world was Finn Balor, which I love. Finn Balor turned on Damian Priest, which we seen this boiling shit last year, because when Finn Balor was feuding with Seth Rollins, when Seth Rollins first became the world champion, which they had history dating back to 2016. Damian Priest has cost Finn Balor the world title twice. Money in the Bank and SummerSlam last year. And I find it ironic that it was perfect for the perfect betrayal of a year later They don't need the title, but then again, I would have loved for them to have the title. Finn Balor needs the title now because he's just been been stuck in the tag division, whatever. Judgment Day, like I said, they lost Dom, and then now Finn. So now I'm trying to figure out what the fuck Judgment Day about to do. That turn was fantastic, but it was heartbreaking at the same time. Interested to see they feud. They feud on Monday Night Raw might be up there with Punk and Drew with that heat because it's a lot. The shift and tug of war with being the leader and you screwed me. It was only Finn that Finn did it the right way. If I can't be champion, your ass can't either. So I feel like Finn gonna be the champion. I'm trying to figure out the directions and opponents that Gunther is going to face. There's only one contender that I could think of besides Seth Rollins. It's John Cena on his farewell tour. Jey Uso maybe, but that's more of a Raw main event than a pay-per-view. I'm sorry, I like Jey Uso, but nah, I don't think he ready. I think it's time for him to go back. I think he need to win the Intercontinental title first and see if he more believable would be a world champion. And then the main event, which obviously I was definitely not looking forward to. It should have been Randy Orton and Cody Rhodes main event in SummerSlam, but I think they probably holding off on that to WrestleMania maybe. Solo, Cody Rhodes, Bloodline rules basically. Bloodline interfere. Typical whatever match. The match was boring as hell until Jacob Fatu, the Wolverine, came out. Or the Wolf, my bad, not Wolverine. Wolf came out. Dude speeding fast as hell down here. Came out, did a spot, did a frog splash off the table off the turnbuckle to the outside announce table on Cody Rhodes, and he apparently looked like he injured himself. There's been pictures saying that he legit injured himself because he in a walking boot, but personally it could be a work, and I'm gonna tell you why, possibly, but he looked injured to me because the man couldn't stand or whatever. Randy Orton, Kevin Owens came out for Cody, but the shocker tonight but everybody knew because it kept being rumored. Roman Reigns came back, the original tribal chief, came back. He came out in his WrestleMania theme song, which is okay, but nothing beats the OG one. But obviously the Cleveland crowd gave him a huge pop. He came straight out, Superman punch Solo, speared him, looked at Cody. I don't know where the direction. I'm assuming that rematch is going to happen, but Roman Reigns is exactly what Vince McMahon been trying to shove down fans' throats for the last 8 years. It's him being a legit babyface, and Triple H did that shit with overtime, letting him be a heel first, and then taking him away and letting people appreciate him while he was still there on his way out the door and missing him, and gradually needed him back. They say you never know what you're missing until it's gone, and that's basically what us fans did with Roman Reigns. He became that top babyface that WWE been trying to do. Now I'm interested to see, besides after this civil war between the OG bloodline, which obviously I'm just trying to see how that's going to work, because Jimmy is on SmackDown, but Jay is on Raw. Sammy is on Raw. So how the fuck is this about to work? Then we don't know what The Rock is going to do in the storyline. The final boss is going to come back. Who he going to be with? He going to be with Solo or he going to be with Roman? You know what I'm saying? I'm assuming Solo, because Solo going to have to go back to being second in command. Especially if Jacob Fatu, because they've been building him up for this to be a crazy ass wrestler, human being. So overall, one of the best SummerSlams, obviously. I'm going to watch it again, but I'm also going to watch last year's again, even though that 30-minute Bloodline rules or whatever the fuck between Jay and Roman was so unnecessary. But I really want to watch it for Seth and Finn, and then Brock and Cody again, because I think those was probably the two best matches on there. Besides Gunther, Sheamus, and no, well, besides Drew and Gunther, which always a banger, just like Sheamus and Gunther, and that's what I'm saying. Oh, that could be a contender, Sheamus and Gunther for the world title. I forgot about that, but overall, great show. Y'all tell me what y'all think. Have you seen SummerSlam? Did you like it? Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video.